How the Joy-Cons attach to the Switch 2 body. They use magnets this time around, and you already know that we're going to find out how strong those magnets are and how fragile that connection may or may not be. With the Joy-Cons fully inserted, it is possible to just rip them away from the Switch 2 with brute force alone, not using the release latch. These will never just fall out on their own, of course, but throughout my testing, sometimes I found it was just easier to pull them away instead of hunting for the release lever. And I imagine I won't be the only one just skipping the release button altogether as time goes on. This is not a temporary screen protector, it is extremely well secured and permanently affixed to the device. As you can see from my keys, anything metal that comes in contact with this screen will indeed leave a mark. Plastic objects, however, like my Lego or the docking station, won't leave any marks, but that also doesn't spark a whole lot of confidence. There's a plastic home button and a plastic game chat button, and the joystick has a very thick rubber cap on the surface. There's definitely no durability issues here. Getting a closer look at the Joy-Cons, we find the secret for how they attach so firmly. These shoulder trigger buttons are actually made with steel this time around. Big rectangular blocks of metal that are able to magnetically secure to the Switch 2 body. The grip is also surprisingly strong, locking out in every direction and not falling apart or releasing the Joy-Cons even under extreme pressure. So far so good. If Nintendo is only going to make one new console every decade, it needs to be structurally durable enough to last that whole time. And as we can see from the first bend, when a lot of force is applied, the Joy-Cons just kind of like to pop off on their own. The Switch 2 would have to go through some extremely wild and crazy situations, beyond what we do here, to sustain any permanent structural damage. It is very susceptible to cosmetic damage, however, especially the screen, but at least it'll still be functioning. Like a lizard shedding its tail, the Joy-Cons just pop off unscathed if anything weird happens.